Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those...
The snap to the up man, they'll fake it. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work. So Wisconsin's offense will take the field for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call play.
Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well running until they stop him. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The short hands, it's worthy. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. They'll try to run for it. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The Badgers have this offense rolling. Just going to keep it after the snap.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get... Turning it on! He's up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Immediately fires to the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Going for it all. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Really nice job that time by the quarterback, getting that passing touchdown. You know that's going to really help the confidence of not just him, but his play caller and teammates as well, knowing, hey, we can have success in this game, airing it out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. Rides the back and leaves it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Jones. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. There he goes. Open it up. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance. And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
The Wolverines will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Baker. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Michigan. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Badgers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Dropping back, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Looking for a man. It's Baker. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fields. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Firing to the right, complete. Touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Trying to to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Badgers will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they...
He's going to let it go. Makes a catch at the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Snatch it quickly on the left. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw...
There he goes. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback.
And into the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on 2nd down. Hand off to Jones. Got the first down and more. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brewer. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run play action. Quickly to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw. It's Algier. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's the handoff. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Grab near the marker. It's Lewis. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. On first down, here comes this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
He turns it loose to the left. Touchdown, Wolverine! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
And the defense has got to be able to do a better job in their pass rush, guys. Quarterback had way too much time to survey the defense. And that receiver who lined up all the way on the right side, he was able to get way downfield and catch it all the way on the left side. And it's just too hard to cover a guy with that length of time. The pass rush has got to get better in this game.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Complete downfield. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Algier. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times staring at a... It's a fumble on the play. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs to buy some time. He caught it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is...
It's a fumble! Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Algier. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Brewer. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Catch in the middle. It's Worthy. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that. They know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Field goal is good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb.
Number 16, sets it, kick it away.
Coming out with it, it's Lewis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Back to throw, it's Baker. With the catch, it's Lewis. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll pull it down. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. Handoff from the gun. He's in open space downfield. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And the try is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Algier. Floats it out in space. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Badgers will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let...
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Oh, they're after him. He lets one fly deep. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The RPO, it's complete. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. Here comes the Michigan offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching his defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse, but move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. The Badgers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Snagged in the middle. It's Brewer. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
Quarterback on the keeper. Picks up the first down, still moving. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and 10. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. To the 10. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Badgers have it with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's Algier. They'll run the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. He'll do the rest. He'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good.
Michigan 49, Wisconsin 17.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
Red pass, it's complete. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Handoff to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Algier. Looking left. Got his man. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed over the middle. It's Worthy. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. He'll sneak and try to surge forward. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Badgers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big second down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Badgers. This guy is so... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on third and goal. They'll try to sneak it. Sneaks it into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he puts through the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well, and I'd give back that last score.
24.
Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll send the tight end in motion. They're going to run it to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1.
Turning it on! And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They've got it at the 36. It's a first and 10. To throw, it's Baker. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Hands it off. Crosses to 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Brewer. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. A first down for the offense. The play action fake. Fires to the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Gets it past the marker. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Okay, ready?
And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10.
Green 25.
Right back to the well. Finding an escape route. There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. The lone back's got it. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Off the RPO, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Badgers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be 1st and goal from the 4.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that 2nd down.
Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Scanning the field, it's Baker. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out. 20. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Paul.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Slings it downfield. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback. Dropping back, not giving up the big play.
The Badgers moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw, it's Algier. He wants it all. Touchdown, Badgers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. UAB is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 24 over Navy. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
And the Wolverines send out the punt. But they're cornering the market on fakes. Here comes another one. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs. This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. Out of the chute. Quick toss to the right. Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Dropping back, it's Algier. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy. He's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down and when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
This defense is going to have to sell out to stop the run and try to get the ball back one last time. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Showing off that power as he plows ahead to the 38. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll take it himself. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Flying down the right side. He's at the 10 and in for the score. What a turn as they take the lead.
And that is such a critical mistake by the offense, David. You've got the lead late. The only thing your coach is telling you is ball security. They put it on the ground, and not only does the defense pick it up, but they take it into score, and now they've got the lead.
And you talk about coming up big in a big moment. Defense looking for a stop, but how about this? You practice it so much. Getting fumbles, what do? You scoop. Everybody blocks. You take it back to the house. This game just changed with one play.
Come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Steps away to find some room. Catch in the middle. It's Marsh. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got an open man. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Still running at the 35. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back to throw, it's Baker. Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Morton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves in the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's a heat. He's taking the deep shot. It's incomplete. A